All hell is about to break loose in the upcoming episodes of Red Swan. Not only will another attempt be made on Wan-Soo's life, but an inheritance war is about to ensue in the Hwain household. The last 2 episodes shed some light on some mysteries. Mr. Hwain is more than he lets on, and is behind the attacks on Wan-Soo's life. What's more, it's safe to say that Miran is also in the know, with her reaction to Wan-Soo coming out of the accident unharmed. Moreover, she asked Mr. Hwain to have Wan-Soo killed in the first episode, after she refused to have anything to do with her money laundering. Not surprisingly, she and Mr. Hwain were having an affair long before the honorary chairman's death. And from all indications, Mr. Hwain could be Young-min's biological father. He gave Miran the evil eye when she implied that Young-min's greediness might have been inherited. This could explain the reason behind the chairman's death. Maybe Mr. Hwain aims to give Young-min, his son, the company. The family is shrouded in secrecy. The late chairman must have noticed his wife's affair, and might have been secretly working on something before his death. This could be why he asked Wan-Soo to remain in the family, and used her prints as authentication for something important. Wan-Soo must have wanted to leave the family after her son's death, but remained because of the chairman's request. There's something she's yet to tell Do-yoon about the chairman. What's more, Do-yoon finally asked Wan-Soo to be his woman, and Wan-Soo is starting to mellow to the idea. What a tender moment they had in the hospital, after Do-yoon risked his life to save Wan-Soo's. And from the preview, it seems there'll be more moments like this. Do-yoon goes through the ledgers he got from Mr. Hwain's home, before heading to Wan-Soo's office. However, just when they gained a little leverage, the authorities were used against them. Wan-Soo's brother was arrested. However, he refuses to talk at the police station. Mr. Hwain finally confronts Do-yoon, asking him why he came to Hwain. He also tries to sway Wan-Soo about Do-yoon, asking her if she trusts her bodyguard. However, things don't pan out the way he hopes, which makes him reinstate Wan-Soo's brother. Hyun-soo can be seen handing over the bag with the ledger to Mr. Hwain as Do-yoon spies on them. Seems like Mr. Hwain has some dirty tricks up his sleeves, not even Miran is aware of. Meanwhile, it looks like Jungkook has a twisted way of loving his wife. He was actually jealous of how close she and Do-yoon are. He's beginning to suspect that something might be going on between them, although he has no right to be jealous, given that he has a mistress and a son living with them at home. Do-yoon watches as Wan-Soo and her husband put on a show for the public during a magazine shoot. Meanwhile, Do-yoon continues with his secret investigation. In the last episode, he installed a camera in Mr. Hwain's clock to record the code of his safe. Mr. Hwain entered the code when he thought Do-yoon had breached it. Do-yoon retrieves his camera, opens Mr. Hwain's safe, and goes through it to get evidence. Meanwhile, Mr. Hwain briefs Miran on Do-yoon's identity. He let her know that he was a friend of the deceased officer, who was investigating the late chairman's death. Seeing Do-yoon and Wan-Soo together, away from home, angers Miran. Not allowing any more failures, Mr. Hwain utilizes the opportunity of Wan-Soo and Do-yoon being away from home, to send the same professional who killed Do-yoon's friend to eliminate Wan-Soo. The killer has the same tricks and knife he used to eliminate Do-yoon's friend. He creeps up on Wan-Soo and attacks her. However, Do-yoon sees the killer's shadow and rushes to Wan-Soo's rescue. He finally meets his match in the killer, as the killer puts in a good fight. However, he rescues Wan-Soo, puts her in a safe room, and goes after the killer despite being hurt. He finally catches up with the killer at the port, and they have a tough showdown, which results in the killer falling into the water. Meanwhile, Wan-Soo nurses Duyun's wounds. Miran tries to get Jungkook to divorce Wan-Soo, but Jungkook wouldn't have it. His defense of Wan-Soo makes Miran slap the daylight out of him. Jungkook must be harboring resentment towards his mother and her lawyer, Mr. Han, knowing that they cheated on his father. Duyun spies on him later that night. However, something must have made Jungkook snap, as he seeks Duyun out and points a gun at him. Conclusively, there's going to be a murder in the next episode, as a body can be seen in a body bag. The police are seen questioning the Hwain house staff after the murder, while the crime scene is secured. One of the maids asks if the bodyguard is dead, raising anxiety about Duyun's safety. Wan-Soo looks shaken, as she looks at someone with anger in her eyes. What's more, someone must have disabled the CCTV, making it hard for the police to solve the case. However, I think Jungkook or a family member might be the victim, as the shoes at the scene look expensive, and the police seem interested in Wan-Soo's and Duyun's relationship. Miran and Mr. Han will need something to divert the public's attention. All these could be because of the inheritance. Do you think Duyun is the victim? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. If you liked this content, give it a like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell for all things wonderfully K-drama. Thanks for watching, bye.